Hey, it's Eve Ryland with internationalbadassactivist.org, and I am going to talk a little bit about Take the Mask Off. On a personal level, for Take the Mask Off, I haven't ever shown before the seizures that I experience with functional neurological disorder. Yeah, I haven't shared those, and I'm going to share those. So I don't know if you've ever seen the Netflix movie Brain on Fire about Susanna Callahan, an up-and-coming journalist at the New York Post. She gets this severe reality change and starts hearing voices in her head and starts having these seizures and doing other behaviors that are just really out of the norm. It talks about as weeks progress and Susanna quickly moves deeper into insanity, her behaviors shift from violence to catatonia. After a series of tantrums, misdiagnosis, and a lengthy hospital stay, a doctor's last-minute intervention enables him to give her a diagnosis and a chance to rebuild her life. So if you watch this movie, there are scenes in the beginning where it's just it's so much like my story in the beginning when I became disabled with FND, and that's functional neurological disorder. December 16th, 2010 was the last day I was working and behaving in a body that was wonky but still not unreasonable. And it was like night and day. Looking back, there were some precursors and things like that where my cognitive abilities and things like that were greatly changing. And the impact of it, I felt a lot at work, but did not understand it, why it was happening and why things were so hard to do that used to be easy. But after December 16th, I lost my memory, lost my day-to-day ability to care for myself, to parent my children, to do everything. I lost my memory. I started having tics, tremors, seizures, lost my ability to talk. I lost a lot of abilities and ended up being in a very coma-like state, I'm told, for about 2 years. But unlike that movie, Brain on Fire, there's been no help for me. I think they were able to figure out what was going on and get this person appropriate treatment and help and recover her abilities in life without being in a situation like I am. And the situation like I am is, well, I still have tics, tremors, seizures, speech impediment, lots of complications. Since then, I have accomplished a lot of great things, but I'm still struggling with a lot of things. The pain and all of those things never went away. And there just hasn't been the help available to help me with this. So I live a very confined life. A lot of times I'm in my studio. It's best as it can be, noise controlled, scent controlled, light controlled, temperature controlled. And just a sensory, as safe space as possible for me, because what happens when I cannot manage and my sensory load gets overwhelmed, my meltdowns are seizures, and it's god-awful. There's no getting around that part of it. It's fucking awful and painful. And I'd never seen what they look like from the outside before this year. I don't think I asked Bill to kindly please record them so I can see what they're like, so I can show them with doctors, and maybe someone might have some support or help for me somewhere. Maybe. So, anyhow, what I'm going to show you right now is what happens to me a couple times a day when it's really, really, really bad. In the beginning, I couldn't stop the tremors and the shaking, and words that came out of my mouth didn't make a whole lot of sense, and I think that is happening in one of these videos I'm going to compile so you can see. But this is what my life is like. When I say I wake up from a nap, often I'm waking up from a nap after one of these seizures. Yeah, so I'll make another video later that talks about FND a bit more, what it is, all these other things, and some websites and things like that where you might find some support and help. So, that being said, here's what it looks like for me a couple times a day.
It's okay, baby. Right here. It's okay. Oh.